NXT took place last night, and it featured a double cage match. You had two cage matches on the show. One opened the show and one ended the show, and that's what the show was really built around, and I thought both of them delivered. I really especially loved the opening cage match, and they were both grudge matches in cages and blow-offs to each feud. Well, sort of. One of them was clearly, and the second, I think, continues in a different kind of way, but you had Tegan Nox and Dakota Kai opening the show, and you had Velveteen and Roderick Strong closing the show, both in cage matches. I thought they could have spread them out more. I think you could have had one on tonight and one in a couple weeks or something, but I guess the situation where it is, it's also a financial thing. If you're going to have a cage, it is cost money, so I guess it's cost more efficient to just have them both on one night. But that was what the show was set up for. You start off with Dakota Kai, who came out with Raquel Gonzalez taking on Tegan Nox. Tegan's a face. All I can think was Tegan Nox is going to be a superstar. They found the next star. Like, they do their women's division is ridiculously stacked. It's crazy how stacked it is. They just keep finding stars. She's a star. I'm telling you, Tegan Nox has it. She's hot. She's beautiful. She has a great physique. She's very entertaining. She's a great babyface. The fans are behind her. She's sympathetic because of her knee injuries and the way Dakota Kai turned on her, and Dakota Kai gets the best of her. She is going to be a star. Dakota Kai, I'm not so sure she's going to be a big star, but I guess she makes sense to go up next for the title against, who's champ right now? Maybe not. Oh, no. Yeah, Rhea. Maybe she post-WrestleMania then. She's going to have to wait for WrestleMania, after WrestleMania, to face Rhea Ripley. Because I think Rhea will beat Charlotte, I assume. Unless it's Charlotte. Charlotte and Dakota is not an unbelievable match. Maybe Raquel, but anyway, Dakota Kai is the heel here. And you started off the match. It started off going at each other. There was no headlocks. It's a grudge match. They want to kill each other. Tegan Nox hates Dakota. Dakota almost ruins Tegan Nox's knee back at the War Games show. Tried to end her career. They go at it after each other, and Dakota throws Tegan throws Dakota into the steel cage, and they go to commercial. And this is when we come back. She throws her into the cage again. Tegan does. She's all over her, and then this is where it gets really good. So what you have is they get to the top, not necessarily to the top, but they get on the top rope. So they're by the cage, so they're both able to stand on the top rope. That's where Tegan Nox choke slams Dakota Kai off the top rope onto the ground, which is crazy. And the whole story of the match is Tegan Nox should have beaten Dakota Kai a whole bunch of times, but Raquel Gonzalez on the outside keeps screaming her over why she can't escape the cage. But that was just insane. Tegan then goes to the top of the cage. She's going to escape, but Raquel's there. And however, Dakota is able to recover too quickly. I thought I have a complaint there. She recovered way too quickly. She jumps to the top, and they are able to fight again. But Tegan knocks down Dakota, and Dakota falls back. Dakota is down, and Tegan, instead of going outside, she turns back to the ring, and she does a giant flying crossbody onto Dakota Kai from the top rope. That was awesome. Tegan's awesome here. And then she's about to get out through the door, but Gonzalez shuts down the door, blocks her from exiting the cage. However, Dakota Kai, she's able to hit a big boot, but she kicks the cage door back into the Raquel and takes her out. And then, of course, Dakota hits Tegan. Man, I keep getting mixed up. But Tegan Nox hits the Shining Wizard. It's over. That's it. All right, she got her. Wow, good win for Tegan. 1, 2, closest near fall. I couldn't believe Dakota Kai kicked. I was like, oh, you're kidding. Dakota's going to win now. I thought that was it. Tegan won. After that, Tegan has her down. She goes to the top, but she gets knocked off from the top of the cage, and Dakota's done now. Tegan's about to win. This was just an exciting ending. She takes out Dakota. She's going to win now. She's about to come out, and then she's near the door. However, Raquel is there, and Raquel tries to drag out Tegan, and she does that with the door. However, with Tegan Nox, since the door's open, she kicks the door into Dakota Kai's knee, taking out Dakota from escaping. She's hurt, but however, Raquel Gonzalez responds, and she does this. Dakota's right outside by the cage on the middle. Raquel takes the cage door and shuts it down onto Tegan Nox, trapping her, which was an amazing visual. Dakota Kai gets out of the door, and Dakota Kai wins. Great match. Protected Tegan Nox. I loved it a lot. I really loved this feud. I thought they had a damn underrated feud this year. One of my favorite feuds of the year. I really enjoyed it. And that's it. I think Tegan's going to be a big star, and I guess Dakota goes for the title next. Finn Balor cut a good promo on Walter. I guess it's him and Walter for the UK title. That's going to be fun. At Tampa, that'll be a good match. They show Rhea Ripley touring Raymond James Stadium, which was really cool. I like seeing that stadium. You know, that stadium, Raymond James, where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play. That thing, that stadium. It's okay. It's been around for a while. It's supposed to be a pirate ship. It's only like a small section's a pirate. I hope they don't go cheap like they did last year. Last year was just a stupid screen. They need to go somewhere where they did 3 years ago. I remember WrestleMania 33, the Ultimate Throw Ride. They had the giant roller coaster, and then you had the 80-yard stage, all that crazy stuff. I think they had different amusement park rides. It was just insane. The ring on the canopy, that was just ridiculous. It was the most expensive set. They need to go all out. I want a giant fucking pirate ship. It has to be a pirate ship. You have to have the wrestlers come out of the pirate ship. It has to be a fucking pirate ship. Don't give me a fucking screen. They need to build a giant pirate ship. They better build. I'm getting mad. If they fucking go with the screen again, I'm going to be really fucking angry. I want a fucking pirate ship. I don't know what they're going to do next in LA. That's going to be crazy. But they better build a fucking pirate ship. Do you hear me? I want a pirate ship. Anyway, it was a good promo by Rhea. Chelsea Green was against Shotzi Blackheart. Good win for Chelsea. She needed to win. She should have never lost her first match, but they have this guy, Robert Stone. They might push him a bit, but she gets the win. Keith Lee comes out, street clothes for a promo. That was okay. A feud with Cameron Grimes. Didn't really care much for it. They set up a match next week. This was okay. Austin Theory did a YouTube promo. He says he's the best in NXT. He represents Isaiah Swerve Scott. Next, they have a tag match. You had Yen Sabira, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly against the Brit and Busters. Danny Burch and Arnie Lorcan, the Brit and Busters. They call them the Brain Busters, the Brit and Busters. This was solid, very solid match. Sabira is really good. These they had that incredible tag match. I think it might have been not Fish. I think it was Strong and O'Reilly against them. I think a couple years ago at a TakeOver show last year, 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago in 2018. Could have been 19, I'm not sure, but they had a damn good opening match against him. It was so good. This wasn't as good as that, but this was really good. I think it was 2 years ago to be exact, actually, because I remember the only Lorcan was getting booed with Danny Burch, but Fish and O'Reilly get the win. A very solid match. They cut a promo after the match. They want revenge on Riddle and Dunn. Riddle and Dunn come out. They're very entertaining here. And they get sneak attacked over by the Grizzled Young Vets, and then they cut a promo calling themselves the next challenger. So I assume maybe a triple threat tag match at TakeOver, but we don't know. Still a long way to go. Still a few weeks still. They can do a lot still. 4 weeks still. It's almost a month still for WrestleMania. So Velveteen Dream is showing taping his fist for backstage. Austin Theory against Isaiah Swerve Scott. Didn't really care about this. Just waiting for us to get to the ending. They go backstage to see a Johnny Gargano interview with Mauro Ranallo. And he's about to explain why he turned heel. No one cares about this Gargano-Ciampa feud anymore. Wow. Ranallo got it right to point out why he attacked Ciampa. Gargano said Mauro was the only guy to attend the red carpet premiere of the documentary on Mauro's life. And Gargano entered the bipolar rock and roll. Remember, that was really good. Gargano brought up that it was Mauro was the person telling their stories. Gargano asked Mauro who he was, and he replied with Johnny Wrestling. Gargano was deflecting from the initial question, but Mauro pressed him, and he asked why did he turn on Ciampa. Gargano saw in Ciampa's eyes what he needed to see. He did what he had to do. He scoffed off the ambush last week, being a sneak attack. Gargano said he was wearing powder blue sports coat, and so insinuating he stood out, basically. Gargano's really mad at Mauro as the thing gets there. Like, is he going to hit Mauro? I don't know, man. Something about Mauro was just a bit dangerous. Like, I like Mauro, but he's so emotional. I'm afraid Gargano's going to say something. Mauro's going to take it for real. Mauro calls him Johnny Turncoat, which was good. And Gargano gets really mad. Mauro stammered in saying he said that in the moment. Gargano screamed at him. He demands an apology. He said he's uncomfortable and went off set. Gargano warned Ciampa they are doing things to Johnny Gargano way. So Next week, you have Keith Lee against Cameron Grimes for the NXT North American title. They also have the Broserweights, Pete Dunne and Matt Morella, defending their titles against the Undisputed Era, so a rematch. You have 2 title matches, and the next week, I guess, it airs at the PC, so at the Performance Center. So how's that going to work? Oh, that's where they did that, the halftime heat last year, but last year's Super Bowl. They did that. I guess you can do that. That's where they're going to do it. It won't be at Full Sail. Roderick Strong, Velveteen Dream, Steel Cage match. Your main event of the evening, the second cage match. I like the first one more. I'm not afraid to say. I enjoyed the women's match more. This went on for longer, though. They had a lot here. You had a lot of involvement with the Undisputed Era. He had a part where Marina Shafir, who Velveteen Dream's been putting her face on his tights, similar to Rick Rude. She gives her husband, are they married? I don't know. They have a kid together. I think they're married. A kendo stick, and he attacks the Velveteen Dream with the kendo stick. He continues to fight. They have some exciting parts here. They have more of a wrestling match than necessarily a cage match at first. Strong is able to hit a DVD, but he finds himself trapped against the cage, and as the Dream keeps hitting him with some kicks, he was able to get the kendo stick. However, they did the Ultimate Warrior, Rick Rude with spot, full moon spot from their cage match in '90, where Warrior pulled Rude's, he pulled his pants down into the thing with who it was Dream, or I think it was Rude. One of them got their pants pulled down. So yeah, actually it was Strong who got his plans pulled out. Even though Dream is supposed to be Rick Rude, that was pretty funny. There's a cool part where Strong hits an Olympic Slam off the cage. They both try to get out the cage door. However, the Undisputed Era comes in. This is where the ending happens. Dream has a kendo stick. He sees him. He's able to hit O'Reilly as he's climbing off. He falls. He's able to hit Fish, and he climbs. He falls off. At that time, Adam Cole gets in the ring, and Gargano sees, Cole is on the top rope. Dream sees him. He throws him off the top rope. However, as he's fighting Gargano, he allows Roderick Strong to get out of the cage door. He allows him to beat him up. He continues to assault him, but Roderick Strong gets out. So Roderick Strong wins. Roderick Strong defeats the Velveteen Dream. That's a shock. But he does it in a fluke way because Dream throws a match. He lets Strong win so he can beat up Cole. He locks the chair or the chain on the cage. He kicks down Adam Cole. He beats him up for a while. He uses a kendo stick. He gives him the DDT on the chair, and then he leaves him laying. He picks up the championship belt and holds it up high, and it sets up Adam Cole and the Velveteen Dream for NXT TakeOver Tampa Bay. So that's a good way to end. I thought it was a very good show. I liked both cage matches, both delivered. I liked the women's match a lot more, but I thought the men's match was still good too. So, hey, you got 2 cage matches. I enjoyed NXT overall. And another very good show, and I'm definitely very excited for NXT TakeOver Tampa in a few weeks.